man, they took one of the most legendary Jordan 1s ever and they flipped it. Now the question is, did they ruin a classic or did they go ahead and get it right? Let's go ahead and get straight to it. You already probably know the UNC colorway history, but I'm gonna give you my little spiel. This is one that has lots of nostalgia baked in. You got a little bit of mixture of MJ's college days in there, also with the Carolina blue vibes. Now, this reimagined version has sneakerheads just split. By the end of this video, you'll know how it looks, how it feels, how it wears in hand and on foot, and whether or not it is a cop or a pass. And don't click off too early because I'm comparing these to some other similar options as well as the original 2015 drop of these very shoes. Off rip, the first thing you'll notice is that overall vintage vibe. And what the Jordan brand did with this, as you guys can kind of see, and I'll do a little B-roll for y'all, is they have a nice sail midsole at the bottom. Now with that being said, they also do have cracked leather overlays and also a slightly aged finish on the blue leather, and it gives it that OG 1985 look, like it's been sitting in the box since MJ's rookie year. Now, material-wise, we've got cracked white leather on the collar and the toe box. You got that smooth university blue overlays that feel softer than the past UNC releases, and it has an off-white nylon tongue with that classic Nike Air tag. Now here it gives it that very worn-in feel with also that story-rich energy. So if you liked what they did with the previous reimagined versions, like the Lost and Founds, and also like the white cements, this fits right in. But what if I told you that this sneaker right here fixed the problems they had with last 2015 release? Now stay tuned, y'all, because that is coming up real soon in the video. Now in this very section, we're gonna go ahead and talk about and cover the overall quality of materials. And first, we gotta talk about leather. So when we're talking about the leather, I do want to name that the crackled effect might be kind of like a love or hate thing, but the feel is buttery. The UNC blue overlays are soft and flexible, and it is quite a step up from stiffer retros we've seen recently. Now when it comes to that tongue foam, it is exposed for that vintage aesthetic, and also when it comes to the laces, as you guys can see, you've got sail and blue, so you can go switch up the vibes, or you can even just keep the switched in vibes in each individual sneaker. But what I gotta say is the build quality of the shoe, it is surprisingly consistent with the previous version. I do also want to go ahead and say that when it comes to that build quality, not a lot of the glue stains or the loose threads like we saw in the other high profile drops this year. There is not a lot of those in this release right here. But what about the fit? And if there's one thing we know about Jordan drops, we always know that there is one thing that always gets wrong. And this shoe is no different. Now when it comes to this shoe, for me personally, it did not fit true to size. I am a size 11, but I decided to go with the size 10 because I felt like it fit my foot a bit better. But if you are wide-footed, just go ahead and make sure to just go ahead and just brace yourself for that a little bit of wear and tear to get used to it and for it to kind of shape to your foot a little better. But with that being said, this shoe definitely, it's not the most comfortable. Obviously, we don't buy Jordans for the comfort. You're not going to get that boost-like foam. What I do gotta say, it is very flat and you have that very court-like feel. The padding around the collar is pretty decent and it is present, but let's go ahead and be real. We're not buying these shoes for all-day comfort, as I was just saying. You buy this for the look, and I gotta say the look does hit very hard. It looks very nice. You got a nice mixture of like that blue with also like the aged midsole, which you gotta say is a great detail, and it just goes very nice with fits. So wait until the end of the video because I'm gonna break down this sneaker in a couple of fits that you probably would not have even been able to think of, so stay tuned. Now a little history lesson for y'all and like a little quick context drop. The original UNC colorway in the Jordan 1 dropped in 1985, and this is tied to MJ's college years, as I was kind of talking about before. But now that 2015 version brought that back with a fresher leather, and now in 2025, the Reimagined line is taken over. Now at this point, we know the Jordan brand obviously knows that nostalgia is selling. So what I believe they're doing is they're just adding some new materials, they're adding aged looks, and they're overall just telling you stories with the same base. Now this very pair, it's not even just a tribute. I believe it's a recrafted take to go ahead and feel like something that was unboxed dead stock in the 80s. Now, here's kind of like my final verdict, and I'm gonna give you guys a quick little checklist of some of the pros, and if you agree with the pros, I definitely recommend this is an easy cop, but if you don't, this might be a pass or just a display piece. But the first checklist that I would say that is a part of the pros is if you love retro vibes and modern quality, this just might be a cop for you. Also, if you missed out on the 2015 UNCs, or if you're building a summer rotation with blue tones, this for sure. If you like all those, you agree with all those facts, this gotta be an easy cop. Now, if you hate crackle leather or don't vibe with the aged look, this probably wouldn't be for you. Also, if comfort is your number one priority, I don't know why you're even here, but this comfort is not going to be top tier. You probably should look for like a New Balance, an Asics, or something of the sort. But if you already own multiple UNC colorways, this just might not be for you. But also, if you're a sneakerhead, you might just want to add this to collection just to say you had it. Let me know in the comment section if this was the best UNC one ever made, or if you think the Jordan brand is just doing too much. Let's go have a little debate, and I'm glad and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this sneaker right here. But with that being said, hit the like button if this helped you go ahead and figure out if this is going to be a cop or pass for you. Hit the subscribe button for more in-depth reviews just like this. Now, with all that being said, you guys, I'll be giving you guys links to retailers and resellers down below in the description that you can trust. So be out on the lookout for those. But I know if you're on this video, you're looking for a great summer sneaker or something of the sort to add to the collection. So I recommend you click this video, which will give you 5 sneakers or even 5+ sneakers that you should look for and that you need for the summer. I'll see you in that one.